Welcome. Let's begin with a big, slow breath in through our nose and holding and slowly letting it out.
Hi! Welcome to Be Well with Miss Bea. I'm Miss Bea with my fur friends Quill and Oliver. We hope you're staying well, keeping calm, and making healthy choices. So what are we going to learn about today?
Today we are making our very own journals.
Very cool! Writing or drawing in a journal is a great way to process your feelings, if they're happy, sad, big, or small. Quill, can you share how you use your journal?
My journal is full of drawings. When something big happens in my life, I draw a picture of it. This helps me remember when something important happens, and it also helps me feel better when it's a not so happy memory.
Thanks, Quill. I love hearing and looking at your beautiful drawings. Oliver, how do you use your journal?
I write in my journal every day before I go to sleep.
I have two journals. One is a daily gratefulness journal that I write down 3 things I'm grateful for every day. My other journal I use whenever I feel like writing down something that's happening in my life. So what kind of journal will you make? What we'll need today, a few pieces of paper, could be blank, could be lined. I think I'll use a little of both today. String, or you can get creative with anything you can find to tie your journal together. A hole punch if you have one, or I can show you how to use a nail, a pencil, and adult assistance to poke some holes in our paper. Some color to add some pizzazz. So let's get started. Here we go with our paper. I'm starting with just 2 sheets of paper. You can use as many as you like. And our first step, really easy, just folding it up and pressing it down, and then we'll go ahead and fold it again. And this is just to create lines to cut along. So kind of whatever size you want your journal to be is how many folds you want to make. So if you wanted to make a super small one, you could even make another fold. Or if your writing's pretty big, you could just do 1 fold up. Then you'd have a journal just this size and you'd have lots of space to write. But what we're gonna do is just cut along these fold lines. So now what we need to do is poke some holes in our journal so we can tie them together. So if you have a hole punch, that is going to make this step super easy. Just go ahead, line up your hole punch here and put another one here, or wherever you could do more. You can do 1 hole punch and have it be kind of a flip book. However you want your journal to look, go ahead. If you don't have a hole punch, you can do what I'm about to do, which is grabbing a safe surface. So I'm going to use just a cardboard cutout. You could also use a magazine. The nail we mentioned earlier, this one's thin but not super pokey, but still adult assistance recommended. You can poke your nail there and then press with your thumb, grab a pencil, poke it through. Start to widen it up. So you can see the holes there, but they didn't make it through to to the other side. So be careful that you don't poke all the way through, but you do want to make it through to the other side. And so what I'm going to do now is flip it. I can see where it was poking through before and just poke it through, kind of wiggle around. I'm going to go ahead and place my second hole. So I'm going to kind of measure top to bottom here. It's about 1 nail's length from the top paper to the holes. Mark it here. So pressing it down, poking it through, using our pencil, widening it. So we'll flip, and again, we can see where it was going through, but widening it with our pencil. Wiggle, wiggle. All right, nice work, guys. So now we have our holes poked all the way through, and it's time to put our string through the holes. This will tie our journal together. So I'm kind of, wiggling the string between my 2 fingers and poking it through. You can see it on the other side. Just pushing it through, then grabbing hold. So we'll just go ahead and snip that off. Tie it however you like, and just cross, doing a very simple little 1 knot. I'm going to tie another knot to keep it together. You want at least two knots, that'll be perfect. And you can trim these down if you want. I'll probably trim them a little bit so it looks a little neater. If it's really tough to string it through all at once, maybe your holes didn't line up super great, you could do one at a time, like this. You got 1, and then just make your way through the rest of them. Oh no, I ripped it. Oh no, that's okay. I don't know if it ripped all the way. I can always put a little tape on there if I need to. You could even trim it if it gets really messy and you're having a difficult time working with it. You can just trim off the tip of it and have a new end to work with, twisting it to make it easier to slide through. And I'll just pull it through the last ones there. So a couple ways to do it if doing it all at once was too hard. So this one, I'll just go ahead and tie it where I want it. 1 knot and a second. Pushing it through. And if knots are challenging for you, go ahead and find a helpful adult to help you tie. What I'm going to do now is actually make this look a little neater by trimming the uneven ends, just like this. You have a journal, you can write your name on the front or draw a picture on the front, make it your own. If you run out of pages, because this isn't a whole lot of pages, really easy, you can untie or even cut these off and get new ones if you can't untie the knots. Line up the new pieces of paper with these holes and just keep adding to it. So this could be a ever-growing journal for you. So I'm going to go ahead and make a title page for my journal. You go ahead and make yours special for you. Nice work. Today we have a challenge for you. I challenge you to tell a special adult in your life your favorite thing to do together. Thank you for joining us today. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to catch the next video. Be well.